Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sierra and I hope y'all are having a great day. Today I'm going to be doing advice for new readers. This is actually in lieu of my senior project that I'm doing where it's actually about literacy. So today I'm just going to start off by doing advice for new readers and we'll see how this ends up. My first piece of advice for new readers is to never give up reading. If you're not into reading yet, you just haven't found the right book, and I promise you, if you try enough, you will find the right book. The next piece of advice is trial and error. You just gotta keep trying. Honestly, experiment with all different genres. Go and try different books from different genres until you find the genre that you like. Once you find a genre that you like, honestly, trust me, it's so much easier to get into reading once you find something that you really love. And most importantly, don't feel like you need to read books that are insanely popular. You can read whatever you like. Like, don't let the booktube community or don't let the reading community influence what you want to read. Read whatever you want. Another easy way to find a book that you know you'll like is to figure out something that you want to know and find a book on that and read that book. Read what interests you. Don't let yourself read a book that you know when you pick it up that you're not going to like it. Like, figure out what the book is about and go with that. So this next piece of advice, I came up with an acronym that I feel like represents it pretty well. It is, well, I've came up with two of them that'll work. One of them is good and one of them is great. It's SAS. I want to do ass. So go with the great one. It's ass. Or SAS, depending on how you look at it. So the acronym or the letters are find authors, styles, subjects, and series that you like. Or if you want to do SAS, it's subject, authors, series, styles. It doesn't really matter. The S's are all the same. They can all go in different orders. Find your SAS and stick with it. If you know that you really love like John Green, for say, stick with John Green books. Start reading his books, go on and read books that are like his. If you go on Amazon and type in a book that you like, they have recommendations for books that are also like that. And honestly, those are great recommendations. It's very easy to find a book that is like it. If you find an author, if you find a subject, if you find a series, or if you feel like an author's writing style, stick with that writing style, stick with those books. When I got into reading, when I started reading these books, it's like historical fiction in diary form. Like, these books are of a diary. That really helped me to find other books, and then those got me into other books. It's reading is a puzzle. You just have to find the right pieces and put them in the right places. My next piece of advice is don't push yourself into reading something that you don't want to read. If you have a book that you have to read and you don't like it, obviously you have to read it for school or whatever. But if you're reading a book for fun and you don't like that book, it's okay. Put it down. Don't read it now. Pick it back up in a couple months or a couple years when you feel like you like that book at that time. Don't read a book until you resent it. Don't push yourself until you resent a book, because that is the worst possible way in the world to get yourself to stop reading. It's not worth it for you, because you'll just get into a slump that once you resent one book, you kind of resent reading for a little bit until you get out of that. So don't make yourself read something that you don't want to read. Next is, if you found a book, you really like that book, and like it's your favorite book in the world, that's okay. Reread that book. If you find a book, you like it, and then you can't find another book that you like, go back and reread that while you're looking for a different book. It's okay to reread things. Rereading is great. Rereading gets you out of slumps. When I'm in a reading slump, I go back to, surprisingly, Mockingjay. That's my reading slump get out of book. And it's honestly one of my favorite books in the world. Like, if I didn't have Mockingjay, my life would not be complete. The main thing about rereading is that you just keep reading, because once you stop reading, it's so hard to pick it up again. So if you're in a reading slump, you can't find another book that you really like, reread. Just keep reading anything, something. Just get into another book, whether it's one you've read before or not. My next piece of advice is that anyone can be a reader. You just have to find the book that speaks to you on a deeper level. Like, this is how most people read. You need to find this book down here that's deep, that's so deep it speaks to your soul and tells you, just keep reading. And my last piece of advice for a new slash getting into reading slash everything else reader is, if you are having a hard time reading, don't be afraid to read out loud. Reading out loud can honestly help you gain your confidence in your reading, and it really helps you understand stories a lot more if you like get distracted really easy. Put yourself in a quiet room and just read out loud to yourself. Or if you want to read to something or somebody, find somebody that'll let you read to them. Or even better, and probably easier for a lot of people, is to read to your pets. I read out loud to my dog all the time. Okay, I have a little puppy dog, and I like reading her little baby books because, you know, she's my little baby. But it's so easy. It's so easy to just get your pet, sit them down somewhere, and start reading to them. They don't need to understand the story. They will be patient. Pets are the most patient people in the world. Pets are the most patient animals in the world. So yeah, just on, like, your pets will listen to you. Yourself, read to yourself in your bedroom, or read to the walls, or read to the ceiling, read to the sky, read outside. Just read out loud if you're having a hard time, because it honestly helps you. It helps you understand the story. It helps you to understand the words that you're saying, because a lot of the time when you're just reading it, you don't really understand it. But when you say it out loud, you will understand. And that's the end of my tips for new readers. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below any suggestions that you guys have for videos. I really like doing suggestion videos because then I don't have to think of them myself. And come back either next week or the week after. Videos do come out on Friday because that's the easiest day for me right now. And I'll see you guys next time. Love you.